Oh, thank you.
Hey everyone, before we get this episode started, also, I wanted to sound like a YouTuber, that's why I started off with, hey everyone, like, subscribe below. You know how YouTubers are. Okay, but before we get started, I want y'all to know we are going extra big with the All-Star season of Vulnerability Time podcast. So, guess what? We got video podcast. So, click in the episode description below if you wish to watch the video of the podcast as well. It'll be a YouTube link, so you can go ahead and get it going and get watching it. Make sure to follow, like, subscribe below. Such a YouTuber, right? Anyways, folks, enjoy the episode. Okay, All-Star season, everybody. All-Star season, everyone, welcome. Aren't y'all happy that, finally the podcast is also being video recorded as well? Oh, we love that. Okay, so, y'all, Tyree's back in All-Star from season 1. Tyree, I know that there's some pretty cool updates from the last time that you've been on this episode. Go ahead and share. Put me on the spot.
Yeah, when's the last time we talked? Or did the last interview? Maybe a year ago, 2 years ago?
A year ago, yeah.
Give me 1 second.
He got his whole music studio set up and everything. I'm here for it. He got his shirt. I'm here for it. Oh, also after the updates, I'm gonna need you to tell us where we can buy that shirt so that I can also put in the episode description below.
Got you.
Okay, go for it. What's the update?
Last time since we spoke, I think we finished our tour, the first one. We started up a second one. I got my house. We got a personal studio now.
Man got his own house.
Yeah, we got our second plaque. We made more music. Released more music.
He got engaged.
Yeah, I got engaged.
I was just dying. I was like, say that. Yes, okay, that is so cool. You just been thriving. I'm sure it hasn't been easy because, unfortunately, things in life sometimes can, it can be a difficult road every now and then. We have to jump some hurdles. But look at you now. Okay, so tell us a little bit more, go a little bit more in depth. Sorry, I was dying to tell people that you got engaged. I was like, oh my gosh, she said the tour, and I was like, say the engagement next. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about the plaque. Who sent you the plaque? For those of us who don't, know what a plaque means necessarily.
Basically, a plaque is a reward for, music releases and things like that. The last 2 plaques we got, Spotify been fucking with us. Our last EP, Hey Glad You Made It, has over 140,000 streams. I got it for 136,000. The last plaque was for 100,000 streams, but I think the album's at 400,000. Mm-hmm. But yeah, those are basically just awards. They send them to your house and stuff like that, just to accommodate what you've done.
Yes. So, did y'all just get back from tour, or are y'all still touring?
We're still on this, It's Not Me, It's You tour. It's only 4 dates. We might be adding a couple towards the end of it, but I don't think we're going to consider it more of a tour. But it's going to be some extra dates afterwards. But I'm going to just down the road.
Do y'all have a website yet?
Yeah, ent.com.
Okay. I'm going to put that in the episode description below. So is this where people can find your tour dates and etc. and merchandise?
Yes, sir. And then you can also get it at Instagram, Twitter, Threads, whatever you're on. Just follow us on every platform.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and I'll have you send me all y'all's social media info, and I'll put that in the episode description below. Also, Twitter is now called X, right?
Bro, whatever.
I know, right? I was like, whatever. It's still called Twitter. I'm like, it's still Twitter.
Yeah, no one's
X my ass. It's fucking Twitter. It's Twitter. Yes. Okay, dude. Okay, I'm here for it. Okay, because I was wondering where I can come find y'all's performances, because I was wanting to come support, because you had, I think it was you, I don't know, I follow you and your Monk Vision Entertainment Instagram page.
Yeah.
And I saw that y'all were in Texas, right, for one of your tours?
Yeah, we did Houston and San Antonio in the same week, and then we hit out DC.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the Houston one. Fun fact.
Yeah.
I was gonna stay there long because, like, I don't know. I get a lot of anxiety when there's like big crowds.
No, you're good.
That's why I don't go to concerts. But I really wanted to come support, and I was just gonna kind of surprise you. I was just gonna go there, stay for a couple minutes, and then take a video, and then send it to you. And we're like, yeah, I was there to support, but I couldn't get the vehicle, so I sold my vehicle. So.
You in Houston now?
Yeah, I moved back. I'll be here in Houston until December when I graduate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm here. I'm waiting and ready to support. I just love seeing the thrive. Okay, any more updates, Tyree?
Other than that, not really. We really working on new music. Our last hard drive with 30, 40 plus songs got destroyed, so we kind of over on some new stuff. Other than that, not really. I mean, we on tour, like I said already. I got plaques. I done moved into my house.
Yes. You got some huge updates. These are updates. That's some capital letter stuff.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so first off, I'm so proud of you, Tyree. You have no idea. You remember I told you you're one of the reasons I started this podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's back, folks.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today we talking about it's okay to learn. It's okay to not know everything. And then also toxic masculinity versus toxic femininity, correct?
What's some updates with you, though? I forgot to ask you.
Oh, the folks already know.
No, they know?
Okay, so I might have cancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't care about that. Honestly, I don't care. I'm not concerned about it. Okay, so I switched degree programs from social work into criminal justice, which now I graduate with my master's degree in criminal justice this December. But I had to switch because social work, I was way too passionate about it, and I had so much passion that it was causing pain to me.
Yeah.
So, because the stuff that we talk about, it's not it's some heavy stuff, and I'm fine with the heavy stuff. I mean, the podcast is called Vulnerability Time, so it's I'm fine with the heavy stuff. It was just hard for me to just sit there, learn all this stuff, and learn more about the stuff that I already knew, and not be able to do anything right there at that moment because I got to get this degree first. You know what I mean? So I was I had it. I was like, I'm gonna go back to criminal justice, and then my PhD, which I started in January, I'll go to social work. Now I feel like I'm more level-headed now and have more patience.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because patience and passion, when those mix, that is a beautiful thing, but it's hard for those to mix because patience is that virtue, and I don't have that virtue.
You're not
allowed to not have that.
It's a hard mix for sure.
It's hard. Let's see what else. Oh, had a good man.
What happened?
Oh, nothing. Nothing happened.
You said had. Oh, I was thinking okay.
Oh, have.
Oh, have.
Have. Sorry. Yeah, I did say had, didn't I? have a good man. And folks that know me, you know, and or the people that listen to like all of season 1 know that like I don't just be dating anybody. You know, I've only had one relationship previous. I just don't. That's just not me. I feel like I don't want to say my standards are high, but yeah, my standards are high.
I hear you. Look, everybody got
yeah, I don't know. Like it's just, I don't know. I think love is beautiful though. I love to see other people love. Like I remember I was like so excited when you got engaged, and then I remember you were holding a baby, and I was like, "Is it your baby?"
Nah, that's my niece. One of my nieces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which one you saw I was holding. It was probably either Zoe or Naomi. But yeah, they cool. One's 3, one's 2, and then my brother is about to have a third baby, and it's gonna be a boy this time. So I got my.
Okay, so you getting some practice in.
Yeah.
You're getting some practice in. Yeah, you know, dip your.
I don't see the full picture yet. I'm not trying to do that just yet.
Right, that's a future discussion, conversation. Whenever y'all ready, you know. Yeah, that's the future. You got plenty of time. So
yeah,
I just like to say it because it's funny and because it's like, oh my gosh, like people that I know, I just love to see them in relationships. I love to see them get engaged. I just love to see things in that area just progress. I don't know. I'm obsessed. I just love it. I just love to see people that I care about or that I know be happy. You know?
Yeah.
So I love that. But
I said appreciate it.
Yes, of course. You know I got your back. Okay. So I'm curious. Because last season, the season finale, we had hit on not you and I, but me and Aaron, aka Lavender, the special guest, we hit on toxic masculinity versus toxic femininity. That was from a woman's perspective. So I think it's amazing to hear, you know, what are your thoughts on that from a male perspective? And I say male perspective for folks that aren't well, obviously you're male, you sound like it, but I was gonna say for folks that aren't watching the video, but yeah. Okay, first. Go ahead. What's up?
Man, it can really go both ways. Like it's just like a lot of things we've been taught and practiced as kids and growing up into young adults and things like that can be, you know, toxic. Like you said, you know, like things like boys painting their nails. You're not supposed to do that, but like again, you feel me? I'm painting my nails and shit.
Right.
And just, you know, like basic sports or things like that goes towards like women's way. That could be like, oh, she can't play football or she can't do this and that because that's a men's thing to do. But like, you know, it's toxic. It's one of those things that we have to break out of as a generation and better longer down the road.
Yeah. I see two things. Didn't you play football at Crockett?
Yeah, I played football at Crockett, Bowie, and Travis High School. And in college.
That's right.
Yeah.
Remember that girl? She was on the football team at Crockett.
You talking about Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she passed. So rest in peace to her.
No, that's a different Ashley. Wait. Are you talking about which? Because there was an Ashley at Bowie who jumped in front of a train.
Yeah, I heard about that. No, I'm talking about Ashley Smith, I think was her last name.
Yeah, what happened?
Blonde girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she passed. I think like a long time ago.
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Oh, man. Oh, that sucks.
Okay. Yeah, but like, yeah, she was playing football. I think she was playing like safety or something like that back then. I was pretty her to do it. Like the coaches were cool enough to, you know, let her be a team. That was pretty dope.
Right.
Yeah,
and you know, like toxic femininity is not something that's really like that you really hear about. You hear like toxic masculinity, and you know, like
Yeah, because it all, at the end, it all like lays on the guy, but it can be like, 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 like girls just kind of like, oh, I need a man to do this. The man needs to pay you this and that and the third. The man do that, like that. Well, cause, men have their own problems as well. They just can't take care of everything, and sometimes that can make you feel like, as a man, that you cannot have a woman if you do not have these certain things. It just fucks up with your brain,
Wow,
So both sides are kind of like fucked up in a sense, but it is, you are who you are. So
wow, the reason I responded like that is because one of my best friends, he was literally telling me about that the other day. Well, he's told me multiple times, but it didn't click until like the other day. Because like for me, I'm still learning, and I'm at a way better place now. I can finally say I don't hate men, but like I'm learning, that men are humans as well.
yeah,
I'm learning that, and then like also, yeah, like society teaches its definition of what this should look like and that should look like. Because a lot of people don't know is that way back then, if you were a male of royalty, they got their nails painted.
Yeah, that's what people don't know.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
A lot of like, I think like heels, makeup, and like nail paint was a lot of like before back then. Like
Exactly.
like the 1400s, whatever the case may be, like whatever the Egyptians were a lot of shit. But that's the thing. I don't know where we drew the line to where we had to stop doing that as men. But
it puts a lot of unnecessary limits, I feel like, because it's just like, and it wasn't even just the Egyptian days. We talking recent centuries, like, and then also what a lot of people like don't know is like, for forever, men would have to dress up as women for theater.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it wasn't, women weren't allowed to be in theater, so men had to dress up for that.
That, which is weird.
Right, yeah, and so it's just like, looking at then to looking at now, one, they would be appalled at seeing that women are in TV shows, movies, theater. But it's just like, society, its definition just keeps on changing. Society's definitions of things will never be satisfied. So that's why it just gives me encouragement. I'm just like, just do you.
Yeah, they'll never be. You always gonna piss somebody off, and who cares,
Exactly. You can be perfect, and it's gonna piss somebody off because people will be jealous that you're perfect. Now, nobody's perfect, but it's like you can be perfect, and people still gonna get pissed. There's always gonna be somebody that's mad, and then also, speaking of, people are gonna be mad regardless. You know what? Something that I thought about the other day when I was talking to my higher power, Holy Spirit. I was like, because believe it or not, there are certain platforms that have like just like so much more numerical success than I do with the podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like it's only me and the special guests that are making this podcast go. I don't have like any other, extra support and stuff like that. But long story short, let me not get off topic, is I'm not going to say who these major platforms are, but there have been at least 2 major platforms who blocked me. And I'm just like, I support y'all. I talk about y'all on my podcast. I tell people to go see y'all if they need help. Like, I support y'all. And I was just like, compared to them, I'm just like a little guy, and even after they blocked me, I still like told people this is a great page to check out. Go on their Instagram, go on their website, this is great. I still said that. And the point of it is like, I don't know what it was about my platform that threatened it. I don't know fully, but the moral of the story is even your enemies can see your blessings.
Yeah, of course. Always.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that took me like going from A to Z back to C in order to like prove my point, but we got the point there, didn't we? Tyree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they always see
Hmm?
this, man. It's always, even early on, even when you can't see it, you know. It gets weird, like, you know, when I started making music with everybody and stuff like that, you know, you just kind of see like who kind of wanted to be in your position if they weren't in it. Maybe wanted your position but just didn't know how to do it,
Right.
or just didn't want to respect it enough just to be, you know, a supporter or like a cheerleader on the sideline. But, you know, people get weird. They always switch up. They always do things that you'll never understand, but you don't have to understand it because that's not your problem at the end of the day.
Ooh, yes, I needed to hear that. Honestly, no, literally, like I needed to hear that because
Yeah.
I would be lying if I said that those two platforms still didn't like. It's not been that often, but like at first it hurt.
Yeah.
But like just every now and then, I just think about it, and I'm just like, why? I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, what? I was just like, y'all have so much more like numerical success. Y'all have so much more financial success. Y'all have so much more social media success than I have. That it probably would take me years to get to where they're at if that's how I define my success with this podcast. That's just not how I define it with this podcast because I feel like if I get caught up in numbers, it's gonna take away my passion. You know what I mean? I feel like there are some things that, you know, obviously numbers do matter, but for this that's why like I don't get paid for the podcast because I don't want to lose my passion. Now, if I could get paid and go for the numerical success while I still have passion, 1000%. But I don't think that my passion will stay, and it's only passion that I'm able to do this because it's like if it wasn't for the special guest, my higher power, and the passion, which the passion has definitely taken some beatings and it's definitely recovered and then taken more beatings. You know, I would quit this podcast. I actually almost quit the podcast 3 times recently, but I don't know. Like I was just until you said that, I feel like I'm more like set free because like I was really like hurt and taken aback, and I was like, what the heck? Y'all are $1 million company, and then this other person, I'm just like, you're just doing your thing. You are doing the thing. And I'm just like, what? Yeah. So there's something that they see that I don't see, I guess. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just like, I don't know. Do they just see the potential? But whatever it is, I don't see it. So eventually I will. That's usually how that stuff goes. You know, it's just like a lot of other people can spot our blessings and our potential before we do. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so we're in that, we're learning, and I literally needed to hear that. I'm not even joking, like I literally needed to hear that because it was on my mind today actually, and I was just like, I cannot believe
people have their own reasons. That's all it is. It may never make sense, but it don't matter.
That's right. Right. Like not everything has to make sense. And you know, that's also the thing. You know, it's okay to not know everything. We can just segue that into this topic of it's okay to not know everything. Because truth be told, if we knew everything, oh my gosh.
Man.
We would be depressed.
Yeah, for sure.
1000%. Like, I mean, literally, like I remember in my There was this one class that I was taking in my social work graduate degree class, and Tyree, I had to take 2 weeks. I had to skip class for 2 weeks straight because I learned so much, and it got me in a dark place. I was like,
I know too much now.
right? And I know that they say like the more you know can equal the more likelihood of being, depressed or saddened because you're more exposed to certain realities, and it really just makes that whole statement "ignorance is bliss." It really just makes that statement, make more sense. So I learned that it's okay to not know everything, and it's not okay to know everything, and that it is okay to learn.
Yes.
Tyree.
Learning is a very fun thing to do. Like when you your parents, your coaches, your teachers always try to tell you as a kid, like you need to listen and learn. Like they really mean that, and it's like you don't really understand that until you get older. I feel like I was because now I don't know everything, and you got to know that you don't know everything, bro. So like nowadays, I'm just kind of like, if I don't know anything about this, I'm gonna sit there and listen to you. You feel me? I'm gonna listen to you to see like, what do you know that I don't know that I could pick up on and then use that in my own arsenal? You know what I mean? Like, just knowledge is power for real. Like, that's what you're really got to think
about. Bruh. This is why you're an all-star. This is why you're an all-star. I wanted to like,
bro, you can really learn from like children, bro. You can learn from everybody. It's crazy. Like you can literally just sit here and learn. Like there's some things that you know that I don't know.
Right.
Wait, what's your new legal name so I don't call you by the wrong name?
Thank you. It is. Do you mean the full name or just the first name?
The first name.
Yeah, because that middle name will get anybody's tongue twisted. That middle name, because it's.
Well, what's the full name? What's the full name?
Okay, so Josias. Thoroughles Epizum.
Yeah.
And the last name is Abriel or Abriel. It's like Gabriel or Gabriel, but without the G. So the meaning of it fully means my Father God is healing this courageous survivor, or my Father God has healed this courageous survivor. The names are both. The first and last name are Hebrew, and the middle name is Greek for courageous survivor. So Thoroughles means courageous, Epizon means survivor, and so what I did was I hyphened it so that, two names can become one, so that, I can have one middle name.
Yeah.
So now, God pisses me off a lot. So one of the meanings of having my name, that meaning, because originally I was thinking, so here are the 4 names that were the top dogs. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Thoroughles, which in America, in English we say Thoroughles. Jimmy Chicago.
Jimmy Chicago?
Yeah. People said it sounds like a porn star name.
Jimmy Chicago. I don't know. Hey man, if that's you.
Nobody gave me a positive reaction, and so I'm just like, I'm gonna listen to that. I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm not gonna Jimmy Chicago.
That's the name of the TV show, Jimmy Chicago.
So it was gonna be Thoroughles, Jimmy Chicago, or Chicago. One more, Epizon, and then Elijah.
Mm-hmm.
And then I scrapped all of that last minute because I was like Googling, okay, like beautiful names with meanings or biblical names with meanings. I was looking at like Arabic names. I was looking at it all. And I was like, Elijah or Josiah. And there are, I think, 3 or 4 ways to spell Josiah.
Yeah.
One of the ways has a silent S. So I was like, let's just sound that out. Josias. Because So I was like, I wanted something unique. I wanted
Yeah.
to stand out. And so I was like, screw Elijah, Josias. And so, like, another reason, like, why I wanted a name misleading is to, like, even when I hate God or hate my higher power, I mean hate. When I say my name, I'm still declaring something. So it's just like, regardless if my hate outweighs my love in that moment towards my higher power, you know, I'm still going to make sure that hate does not win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's my name, Josias.
Josias.
Yes. Now Google still has that old last name, Yuck. But when I edit the videos, I like cut that part out.
Yeah.
Not edit the videos, but when I
understandable.
Yeah. So you know what's also fun, Tyree? Since my name is just, you know, been legally signed, technically, so I've been using both names, and I'm gonna do that for the next 2 months until my social security card is officially changed. But,
yeah.
I'm not gonna do what I'm about to say I can do, but I can escape all debt right now.
That's crazy.
Because I have a new name. They can't. All my debt is tethered to Trenton Rucker, not Josias Gabriel. But I'm not gonna do that because, you know, I'm not gonna F around and find out from the IRS. Even though most people get away with it, I don't want to try it. I don't care about it that much to even think about trying it. But I just thought it was really cool that, because in court they're supposed to make you say you're not changing your name to escape debt. They didn't make me say it.
Nah, that's crazy. Shit.
I'm just like, government. I could be corrupt like y'all. Okay, but sorry. What were we about to say, Tyree?
I don't know. What was I saying? I forgot.
You asked me what's my name, and then like, so that you don't call me the wrong name, and then I went like on a tangent. I do that.
Oh no! I was just, I don't know. I forgot what I was saying. Shit.
That's okay. You were saying pretty much that it's a good thing to learn, and it can even be a fun thing to learn, and that like learning is not just exclusive to like school academics. Like you can learn hobbies, you can learn passions. You know, like. Tyree, growing up, did you think that you would be where you're at now? Did you even think of the name Monk Division Entertainment when you're at Crockett, which is our middle school?
Well, I've been having the name Tythamonk for a minute now on Twitter and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
For a minute now. Yeah. It's been years.
That's right.
I didn't necessarily think that I would be doing what I'm doing in music. I would always, my mind was set on professional athlete. And when I found out that, you know, that shit wasn't working, when I started doing music, I could picture myself being where I am now, but I'm still definitely not where I'm at, what I want to be. So, but I definitely, my drive, my passion, my everything, I'm definitely gonna get there, and it's gotten us to this point. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you learned, you know, that maybe that professional athlete route is not for me, or not for me right now. But you learn that you can be successful in this music, which you are. You're going on tour, but like you said, like learning can mean a multitude of things. Multitude. Learn.
It's not even that I didn't want to, like, it wasn't for me. I feel like I didn't have the right resources, you know?
Oh, okay. You learned that, yeah.
Yeah, so like now when I have a son, or if I ever have a son or anything like that, or my nephew wants to know anything about football or, you know, sports in general, I'll be that guy. learn that you need this and that and the third for them, and
Yeah.
To proceed, and if you want to go far in it,
Right. Yeah, exactly. You had learned some. I'm just gonna keep using the word "learn" at this point. I can't stop it. Yeah, you had learned some tools, and now you can give that to others who want to, follow in that path of professional athlete. But
Yep.
it all worked out. Look at you, because going on a freaking tour.
Yeah.
You're an all-star, man. You're an all-star. You've been an all-star. You've been an all-star. I'm literally so proud of you. Folks, for those of y'all who are tuning into season 4 for the first time, to this podcast for the first time, meet one of the main reasons why this podcast even exists. Tythamonk. The fucking monk. Okay, so yes, do you have any last thoughts to Ty the monk?
No, not really. Like you said, the whole subject is about learning. Always be open minded. Don't be you don't know everything.
Yeah.
Be open. It expands your mind. It helps you be smart. It helps you through a lot of shit.
Yeah. And last thing that I thought about, because I wish I said this to me a year ago, or a year and a half ago, same thing, whatever, is take your time learning. Maybe you don't need to know everything right. Maybe you don't need to learn everything right in this moment. You can take your time learning, because I'm the type of person where it's just like I'm trying to learn and know everything right then and there. And then that's when I get in that mindset of it's not okay to know everything. And it's just like, it's okay you're gonna know some things, but it's like, does it all need to just pile on you? Because what I learned about how I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to get shot by the government. There are 8 corporations that run this country, not the president, not Congress. They are just simply puppets. But what I found out about those, I found out too much, too soon, too fast. And because of that, I got in a really dark place and I had to skip class for 2 weeks. Like, when I tell you dark, I'm just be vulnerable. When I tell you dark place, like, I did not want to live anymore.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Sorry that you had to experience that, though.
Wait, say that again.
I'm sorry that you had to experience that, though.
I was saying, like, folks, don't eat too much at once. You might choke.
Yeah.
You might choke. I ate too much and I choked and I almost died. And I bit off way more than I could chew. And now I learned because of that. Because it took that course. It took that for me to learn, okay, you can learn these things, you can know these things, but not all at once. Take your time learning. It ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
It's not going anywhere. So I didn't have that patience in that area to take my time learning. I need to and so it just kind of fits that thing. It's not okay to know everything. It's not okay to know everything.
Yeah.
I didn't know everything, but I knew too much, and you saw what that did. I knew too much at once, and you saw what that did. We don't want to do that anymore, do we, Tyree?
No.
But folks, just know that, honestly, just cherish your friends, your family, and the people that you love, because at the end of the day, there are higher ups that see that money is more important than you. That's just how it is. However, that doesn't have to be just your life at all. Learn, enjoy, experience life.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right, folks. Tari, if you ain't got nothing else left to say, then I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this episode. It has been another all-star episode of Bottom
Woo!
Time.